Hi, welcome to Clarity Tarot. Today we're doing a pick a card reading that's a you versus them reading. So there's two piles for each group. And this is intended to be like a conflict resolution reading. So we'll see things from your perspective and from their perspective, and then how to resolve it. So if there's not a relationship that you have in mind, you can also think of this in terms of yourself. Like maybe you're fighting yourself over creating a new habit that you want to, or making a big job change, or something that there's part of you that you know that really wants to do that thing, but the other part of you is kind of in conflict with it. That this reading could also work for that. So take a moment and observe the piles. It's the COVID edition today, or mask edition, I guess I should say. We have group one is this blue mask from my friend Carl, and I didn't have one day. And group two is the KN95 white mask. And then group three is going to be this Palestinian kafaya mask, which these are really cool. Maybe I'll link in the comments how to buy those if you like. Okay, so take a moment and pick your pile, and I will see you there. We have cards from two decks, the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Tarot of the Divine, and then also message cards from this deck I created myself. And we'll clarify with all those decks as well as just a regular playing card deck. See you there. Let's start with pile one, group one, I guess, since there are multiple piles in each group. Let's see. Okay. Get all this out of the way. Okay, so if you picked the blue mask, this will be your reading. I'll start with person A and person B, and then I'll refer to them that way throughout the reading. So for person A, we have Don't Pressure Me, the Five of Swords. Let's see, where's the best place for you to see that? The Strength card and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So on this side, this person is quite immovable. They're trying to prevent disaster. They're being very strong in their point of view. And the Five of Swords is often about ego, winning at all costs. It's kind of like the burn your bridges or scorched earth policy kind of approach to conflict. So if it's the person, you might be finding this person to be quite stubborn. If this is, you fighting yourself on something, it might be the kind of thing where, let's say you're trying to create a new routine for yourself, like this is something I'm working on right now, like taking all the supplements you're supposed to in the morning. And no matter what you try, it just doesn't seem to be effective at getting yourself to actually do that thing. So there's something that feels immovable here. So that's person A. And then person B, we have Call Me. I'm heartbroken. The Ten of Swords upright. That's interesting. Ace of Cups reversed. The Tower. The Hierophant reversed. And the King of Cups reversed. Okay, well, this is interesting. So person B feels totally gutted and like there's no love left in this situation. The worst has happened. Things have totally fallen apart. Person A has shut them out and is acting in a way that is very non-traditional, or you might even say just, in this situation, it's less about tradition and more about, it's like person B's perspective is that person A should be reaching out, should be trying to resolve things, should be doing something to resolve this and come to a more positive solution. And because that's not happening, they're viewing person A as the King of Cups reversed, which is someone who is very stubbornly refusing to deal with their feelings, might be turning to avoidant behaviors or addictive patterns. And as a result, first of all, this combination of the Ten of Swords and the Tower is about as intense and painful an ending as you can get. if we had the Three of Swords out here as well, that would be like the ultimate 3-card combination. But with the Ace of Cups reversed, this is reinforcing the I'm heartbroken message. It's like there's, if this was upright, then this would be a cup overflowing with abundance, with love, with positive emotion. It's upside down, so all love seems to be lost to this person. So it's interesting because it seems like all the emotion is over here on person B's side. So actually that's what I want to clarify. I want to clarify over here on person A. How is person A actually feeling about the fact that there's been this ending? Because I have the suspicion that they're just like refusing to allow themselves to feel the pain of it, which is also suggested by a Ten of Swords in reverse. Like they're just trying to avoid being stabbed in the back or something ending. And I do find that interesting that person B has Ten of Swords upright. Okay, the Lovers. Yeah. So, and Temperance underneath that with the Moon reversed. Yeah, okay. So person A is just kind of, you can probably tell in my voice, I'm having a bit of a problem with person A. They actually want to work things out with person B. But they're overwhelmed by their own emotions. They're feeling out of balance. They don't know what to do with the love that they feel inside in the midst of this conflict. So it's not that all the feelings are on person A's side, person B's side, and they're not present over here. They are present. This person just isn't showing them, acknowledging them, or being willing to act motivated by their positive feelings of love. So I can understand why this would be a conflict if you're person B. So let's get some advice for you. Let's use the Ethereal Visions deck for this. So I'll get advice for both sides, although I'm getting the vibe that if you're here, you're probably person B, because person A doesn't want to think or feel or anything about the situation. So let's start with advice for person A, the don't pressure me person. Advice for person A of how to either resolve this or come to some positive resolution. Wow. Okay, I guess I'm going to take all of those. Lots of advice. Two of Swords reversed, Judgment reversed, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ten of Cups. Okay, so Ten of Cups. So as advice, create a loving, healthy, happy, emotionally secure relationship. I mean, I definitely think that that's apt advice over here for person A. I'm wondering if they know how to do that, though. Two of Swords reversed. I might want to clarify that in a second. Judgment reversed. Nine of Pentacles. And Ace of Swords. So I'm just going to get clarification on this Two of Swords reversed. Judgment reversed. Actually, I want 3 of these clarified. Hold, please. Okay, so, and Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Yeah, okay, so the advice for person A, if you're person A, is to create a healthy emotional environment in this relationship. And the way for you to do that is reserve judgment, recognize that you've created an ending. I mean, both people have participated in this, so it's not all on you, person A. But you've created a very painful ending and heartbreak. And remember who this person is to you. They are your Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, which is, whether or not this is a female gendered person, these are the energies of kind of like the person keeping the home fire burning, creating, they're very nurturing, domestic person to come home to type energies. So the advice for person A is remember who this person is to you. and kind of pull your head out of your ass. Sorry, pile A. And the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Tell the truth. Be self-sufficient with your own emotions. Don't make them this other person's problem. And remember the passion and the fire that you have for person B. So, okay, so let's get advice for person B about how to resolve this with person A. Oh no, I wanted to use this deck. Okay, person B, how to either resolve this or get peace within yourself. Any other advice for person B? I think that might be it, actually. And this is kind of making me chuckle because how many cards did I get? 11 cards of advice for person A, and person B, you get 1 card. So I hope I'm not influencing the reading too much because I definitely am seeing this as more person A's fault. But advice for person B, 5 of Wands. So I think the advice here is actually for you to be combative, to not roll over, to not make things easy on this person because they're more in the wrong here. Anything I'm missing on that? Clarification for the 5 of Wands. 6 of Cups. Eight of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. That's interesting. Okay, one more. Joker. 8 of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups at the bottom. So the advice here in terms of actions for you is to hold your ground, to not give in, to stand up for yourself, essentially. And at the same time, recognize that you do actually have an overflow of love for this person. You might feel like you're the Ace of Cups reversed, but you're actually just the regular old Ace of Cups overflowing with affection, love, desire for this person. That's also the 6 of Cups, which is like a nostalgic energy. I'm getting with the 8 of Wands combined with the 5 of Pentacles is don't reach out to this person. You're going to feel the urge to, but suppress that urge and deal with the anxiety that's coming up for you around kind of this breakdown or this other person walking away. So let me clear all of these, and then I just want to ask one more question for you to close. Which is going to be, what do I want to ask? Do I want to ask, what do you want to know, I wonder? Maybe you want to know the outcome or, okay, that's what I want to ask. I'm going to ask, what's the outcome for person A and person B if they each follow the advice given? So we'll start with person A. So if person A does as advised by the cards, which would be to create a sense of emotional safety within the relationship, to remember this person that you're fighting with is your sense of home and family and your emotional support, your emotional home, and let your interest and your passion shine for that person. If person A takes that advice, what will be the outcome for them? Okay, let's see. Well, 3 major arcana. The Devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is an exceedingly positive outcome for you, pile A. The Lovers, Temperance, and the Sun. You'll be able to have this kind of relationship that you want with this person. You'll be more in balance, and they'll be the light of your life, and all will be well. And you will have broken this unhealthy pattern of running away, being avoidant. This might even be actually avoidant attachment style, if you want to read about that. So very, very positive outcome for person A if they take the advice. And let's look at person B. So if person B takes the advice to stand up for themselves, to hold their ground, to not budge, not give an inch, what will be the outcome for person B? Interesting. Ace of Wands reversed in the bottom of the deck. Let me turn these around to face you. So the outcome is going to be that at first it's going to feel very triggering for you. You're going to feel kind of left out in the cold, or like in separation from this person, which never feels good. But then you're going to start getting some of your vitality back, some of your passion for life, your excitement about all the opportunities that are out there for you in the world, and you're going to embody your true emotional nature. So your outcome doesn't say anything specifically about this other person. It's almost like, even though you're showing that you want them more, they actually... You kind of are their world, in a sense. You are their emotional world. Maybe that's why they're reacting so extremely. But the outcome for you is going to be that you're going to discover that there's a world out there outside of this person that really enriches you, and you're not dependent on them for your emotional happiness. And so then if and when you do come together with that person, it's actually going to be a lot healthier, and you'll be a lot happier with it too. So I think that's great. Well, I hope you enjoyed that pile one. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you did or if you didn't. If it resonated for you, I'd be really interested to hear about your situation too, if you're willing to share. And information for personal readings is in the description box. See you next time. All right, pile two, if you picked the KN95 mask, here is your reading, and we'll start with person A. So person A, this is driving me crazy. The Ace of Coins or the Ace of Pentacles, the World in reverse, Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Person A. So person A, their message is just like, this is nuts. The way that we're talking about this conflict is just crazy making. I need to clarify the World in reverse though, because usually that's about a cycle not ending. Actually, I'm going to look that up for this deck in particular, because sometimes there's something particularly from the deck. Disappointment, short-sightedness. Okay. So person A is just really frustrated with the way that this conflict has been discussed thus far. And they want to bring more love into the situation and have it be more grounded in respectful conversation is what I'm getting. Person B, I feel so embarrassed. Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups reversed, Knight of Swords reversed, and Five of Swords. Yeah. Okay, well, so let's start with person B just absolutely adores person A and wants things to go a particular way. But the way that they're coming across is the Knight of Swords reversed combination with the Five of Swords. This is not great. It's not great. Look at this guy. So when he's upright, even when he's upright, he can be maybe a little bit brash and say the wrong thing. Reversed, for sure, that is happening. And then when you combine that with the Five of Swords, which is about kind of winning at all costs, it's not a good look, person B. I feel so embarrassed. Yeah, I'm getting that maybe person B should have felt a little embarrassed about how this went. I'm getting that maybe this is a conversation or an argument of some kind. And the reality is, like, person B just kind of gets carried away. Like, they love person A. They just want to connect with person A about everything. They have this dream about how that connection and conversation could go, and then it just doesn't go that way. And person A just feels really frustrated and annoyed, I think, by person B and the way that they show up. So let's see. What do I want to say next? I want to look at what's advice for both sides of how to resolve this. And let's start with person A. So person A, what can you do to resolve this conflict? I'm getting that person A is kind of fed up with person B and the way that there's some kind of immature pattern that they're fed up with. Three of Wands and the Queen of Wands reversed. With Seven of Coins on the bottom of the deck, reversed, and Temperance. Yeah, so I'm getting for person A, it's interesting advice. It's to kind of not try so hard to focus on your own goals. I'm feeling a little embarrassed about doing this so much in this reading, but I'm just kind of feeling called to check the book for these two Wands cards and just see if there's anything especially there. Okay, so Three of Wands is the Enchanted Pig Romanian fairy tale, which is about a princess taking a long journey to rescue her prince, making sacrifices and surviving trials along the way. If she stays motivated, her efforts will be rewarded. And then we have the Queen of Wands reversed. And this is Pele, the Hawaiian deity, the creativity of dance, the nourishment of rich soil, and reversed spite, avarice, destruction, and demands. Yeah, so I'm getting advice for pile A. I mean, be free. Don't let it all burn in a way. I mean, I'm getting maybe that person A has tried really hard to be loving and not like sever the relationship and find small little ways to bring things forward and help them improve. And maybe that was taking a Seven of Coins or Seven of Pentacles approach in the past, which would be like planting lots of seeds. Like, maybe we could do this together. Maybe we can talk this way. Maybe this will work. Like, kind of trying to pull different strings. So the advice is, don't do that. Stop trying, be balanced within yourself, be free, and maybe be a little bit unpredictable or brash yourself, not in a destructive way necessarily on purpose, but don't show up in this like nurturing, enabling energy, I think, is the advice there. And I'm just going to ask if I missed anything about that, because I don't know that I said that exactly right. Spirit, is there anything I missed about advice for person A? Ace of Pentacles again. That's interesting. So from that, I'm getting like, do what you need to do to feel grounded. Yeah. Don't be trying. I mean, this is Five of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords, which are both cards of restriction and kind of holding yourself back. So yeah, don't be trying to fix this. Don't be trying to fix this, person A. Okay, and person B. Person B, advice for you. Oh, person B. And if this is you watching, if you're identifying more with person B, you know, it's just a mistake. You know, there's no sense in like being shameful or beating yourself up about it. You just came across in not the right way in this scenario. So what? This happens. 9 of coins. And the Tower, which was kind of came out sideways. The High Priestess. 7 of Cups reversed. 8 of Wands reversed. And I'm gonna get this clarified too. Interesting. Clarified by the 10 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and both Joker cards. Okay, so first thing to recognize, person B, is that person A is really, really important to you. They're part of your emotional family, whether this is a friend or a lover. And really, advice for you is to offer them love and friendship and support and like a nurturing emotional environment. And recognize, I mean, Joker cards to me are about like anxiety and dealing with the anxiety. However, you're showing up the way that you did is because of some unresolved anxiety issues with you. So deal with that instead of projecting that on this person. So whether that's, you know, meditation, therapy, whatever works for you. The Tower sideways. I guess I need a clarification just specifically for that real quick. Three of Wands. Ace of Wands. Okay, so the rest of this here, realize that you come across maybe as a little too much at times and you need to be more self-sufficient. Maybe you don't need this other person to exactly validate you all the ways that you're hoping for. I mean, because that's really, Five of Swords is about doing something to meet some kind of ego need within yourself that maybe is inappropriately placed. High Priestess is about the realm of the unconscious and any unresolved issues. So maybe turn your attention there. It's kind of the similar message as these two anxiety cards. Like, you're embarrassed about how you came across this person, which suggests to me that maybe you don't even know why you acted the way you did. Maybe that's a place to start. Inquire into, why did I show up that way? Why did I act like that to this person? Maybe it's even a recurring pattern that happens between you and this person. You're like, God, why did I do that again? Well, good question. Follow that question. Whichever way you want. You know, prayer, journaling, therapy, talking with a friend. But I'm getting not as much talking with this person because that isn't working. It's about you kind of figuring this out on your own. That's the action for you to take. There's no real specific action recommended toward this person other than showing them love and friendship. Okay, pile 2. I hope that was helpful. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonated for you or even if it didn't. I'd be curious to hear that. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for updates. Also feel free to suggest other topics that you might like to see me do. And I'll see you in the next reading. Thanks. Okay, and pile 3, which is the Kafaya mask. Here is your reading. All right, and we'll start with person A. Person A says, how do we fix this? And I need space. We have the Four of Swords, the Four of Swords reversed from the other deck, and then the Page of Swords reversed. So, yeah, so person A is all up in their head trying to figure out what to do to resolve the situation and not making too much progress. So I'm getting kind of a festery energy over here. So this conflict, whatever conflict or separation you have with this person, is maybe kind of been going on for a while. And if you pick this pile and you're here about a pattern within yourself, it's something that you've tried over and over and over and over to fix, and it's just not budging. And so let's see pile B, or person B. I love you madly, deeply, and unconditionally. That's sweet. Three of Swords, Four of Cups, Five of Cups. Yeah. So I am getting that for some of you, this may be about a pattern. So let me just speak to that first, and then I'll talk about it as if it were people. So if this is two sides of yourself, right? There's a side of yourself that really wants to fix this, but just feels powerless, doesn't know how to, keeps trying to think of new strategies and isn't getting anywhere. Then there's a side of you that's like, this is hurting me. I just love you. I want to help you. I'm trying to think of like a pattern. Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say there's a lot of cups here or something. Maybe let's say you're drinking too much. Okay. And you know that it's hurting you. It's not healthy for you, and you just want that behavior to stop. And so you're telling this other side of you, like, please, like, I just love you. I want us to be okay. Like, why are you feeling the need to do this? So that's where person B is coming from, or yeah, if that's within yourself. So if this is people, then person A is feeling just overwhelmed at what to do to even make things better. And person B is just really stuck in the heartbreak and the emotion of it. And why can't we fix this? And really in the grief. I mean, the Three of Swords plus Five of Cups, these are, I mean, you can just look, one's being stabbed through the heart and the other is sitting and crying. The message of the Five of Cups, though, you may have heard this before. So there's 3 cups that are spilled over, but there's 2 cups that are actually upright still, just behind this person that they can't see. So the message of the Five of Cups is that all is not lost. No matter how bleak something appears, there is hope still. So and I wanted to go back to this being about like maybe a habit you're wanting to change. That's a message